Steven, do you have a routine when it comes to personnel work? Like when you study opposing personnel, do you have like a routine or anything you go through?
No, yeah, it's not so much the player. I don't have to do it as much, depending on what their plays are. So if they have any ISO ball, then I try and see what their tendencies are, where they want to go. Other than that, I just look at what the team's really running, and seeing where kind of the player, where he gets his catches and what they're trying to do, really, and seeing how I can disrupt that. In terms of individual personnel, not too much.
It's more 5-man.
Yeah, because
like,
I mean, there's only one ball. You can't. In the playoffs, you would.
Okay.
100%. On the playoffs, you would. But like this one is just like you get the gist of the tendencies, yada yada. That's pretty much it, mate. To be honest.
Steven, you guys switch a lot. When Andre's not there, how does it complicate that?
Complicate switching?
Yeah, what does it? Does it change how you guys execute? Does it change what you guys do?
No. I mean, it's still the same scheme. You just whatever it is. Even if Jerry was in there, it would still be the same things, switching and whatnot. This is what you're talking about. You're talking about the strategy.
Yeah, I guess the reason I ask it is because like you often talk about how like you've said before how I think you compared Andre like a German Shepherd. Like you said
He's a dog, mate.
you communicate to Andre and Andre's like in it.
Yes.
And so if he's just as prompt as he is in reacting to those sorts of signals and that kind of stuff, like how does the defense change when you don't have a guy like that out there?
So change. Okay. So the reaction. So like it's obviously we 100% need the guy. Because of that reason, and it's just a small things that just start snowballing. Like he makes that extra one step that'll stop that player in that position, so then it'll just cut off the whole play. It's stuff like that that really kind of pays off and makes everyone else's job easier. And so I think that's what you mean, right? Like so that's the only reason why Dre is his name. For me personally, because it's just big, he just listens to me a lot. So any call I make, he's just like, bang.
Basically prevents you from having to even play coverage.
Yeah, that's a nice thing. Because he just does. He just got a little knack for, getting over his really athletic. Most players can't do it, but once the player goes past on the side, able to really quickly get back in front, he does all the small things really, really good, man.
Is that something that's just intuitive for him that, no matter how many times you guys might practice, someone who's filling in for him might not pick up?
Yeah, it's definitely I think it is that. That's just like trial and error. It's just your body type. Like he's a freak of nature, you know what I mean? So he's just really quick, long arms, So yeah, it was just trial and error with him. I think most players. I mean, we're not going to ask Melo's not going to do what Dre does. You know what I mean? So you just got to play what your body type is. You know what I mean?
When you first came into the league, you fouled a lot more than you foul now. Terrence has had some issues with getting into foul trouble. Do you talk to him about that? If so, what advice do you offer? Would you offer?
No, I don't talk to him about that because it's no need. You can't say much. Can't say nothing at all. It's just one of those things you kind of have to go through. It's just getting to know the refs as well. And the refs got to know how you play. You know what I mean? That's the biggest thing. They're still trying to learn how you play and see what you're doing. So he has to just do it himself. Again, him one is just trial and error. But it can't deter him from being aggressive or anything like that. Doesn't matter if he fouls out or not. You just have to keep doing the same thing, and then you kind of just learn from there. Ask the refs, hey man, what are you looking for? Did I do this? Did I do that? Whatever. So yeah, I still do that now. Because refs ref differently. So one game they say, oh, you can't touch it big, you can't grab it. So it's like, okay, I won't touch it. Next game they're like, oh, you can. You know what I mean? So it's just trying to figure out what they're calling.
Do you feel like you set like a baseline for yourself, once, because refs do their homework on you guys just like you do your homework on them? Do you feel like you set a baseline for yourself, they're not going to give you 6 fouls in 9 minutes if this is the way you play, so you can?
Oh, I don't know about that. I think they will give me 6 fouls. I can try. I bet you I can get one. No, but for normal players, like I always try and, because I'm trying to play legally and I'm trying to make their job easy, my job easy, you know what I mean? So it's just asking them what they're calling, you know what I mean? So, but I don't go in like assuming like, yeah, I won't get fouled out of this game. It's stupid. Like I won't get fouled out if I listen to them and do what they're calling, like, you know, play by their rules. So, yeah.
You guys seem to get a lot of deflections when the ball's trapped on the sideline.
Yeah.
Can you explain how that happens or how you guys are able to make that happen?
Yeah, so pretty much we get them to our trap spots, which is no middle. Get them to the trap spots. We have 2 players on the ball now, so that's already tough to make a pass. And we just encourage lob passes. You know what I mean? It's very difficult to do, honestly, just because, you know, you go trap the box. If you don't really clamp it, they could still sneak in between you, and that's when you're screwed. Yeah. So, like, our ability to just go there quick, clamp it, and just, you know, make it very difficult for them, that's where all the deflections come from. We're just making these tough passes over just high hands and whatnot. So, and we also have very active players with their hands, quite savvy. Like PG's quite savvy with his hands, like reading where the dude's gonna pass, whatever. So.
So you're really trying to force like pick and rolls going towards the sideline and the baseline from like the slot or the angle.
Or pick and rolls?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, pick and rolls. No. So pick and roll is completely different. So pick and rolls is just you just get into the ball, and it ain't so much a trap.
Okay.
It's just like containing him, but making sure he doesn't go downhill.
Okay.
If you're talking about just like a drive, you know, the dude driving without a pick and roll, that's when we're doing what I said first, to trap the box. And that's 100% trap. You know, that's 100% trap. Pick and roll is not really a trap, depending on the player. You know, you get those good point guards, you don't really want to risk trapping because they might split, yada yada yada. So, yeah, kind of just playing the personnel, mate. To be honest.
How did y'all fix the defensive rebounding in the second half last night? I think how did y'all fix the defensive rebounding in the second half last night? I think they had maybe 11 of their 12 offensive rebounds in the first half.
Boxing out, rotational stuff. I'll go into detail with you, mate. I'll go into detail. So, well, again, it's the rotational box outs that's really tough. Obviously, for guards to box out a 5-man, you know what I mean? So, the better that we execute our defense is, and the more I can get back, we could just match up to our own man, you know, puts the odds in our favor, rather than a big on a guard. Does that make sense? So, I felt like our defense was a bit better with execution, allowing us to like quickly rotate it. And then also just, I guess the guards, some of the bigger guards getting on their big man and just boxing them out as well. It ain't just Chandler, but it's just all their cutters. A couple of their dudes were like just cutting in, like Bender and stuff there on the perimeter. They're cutting in, so just locating them, putting a body on them. Main trouble is ball watching, honestly. Yeah, that's probably the biggest one, first half. Just shot goes up and you just watch it. Instead of find a man, hit, and then like whoever gets a rebound gets a rebound.
Is there a correlation between that, like improving the rotations in terms of box outs and closing out on 3-point shooters, because their 3-point shooting was better in the second half too?
Yeah, is there a correlation with boxing out?
Yeah, is there a correlation like that you fixed one problem in the interior,
but we risk 3-point shooting? Is that what you're saying?
Is there a correlation, and it could be yes or no, you know, like if you're doing better at boxing out and getting all your defensive rebounds and your guards rotating over in terms of boxing out those bigs, does that affect your closeouts at the 3-point line?
It really depends on what you mean by that. It's very little. I will only say that the only reason why it affects it is that you'll probably just have to rotate from that person. So the communication needs to be better, if that makes sense. So the top guy, if he sinks down onto the big man, and there's 2 3-point shooters on this weak side, you have to X out. So I got the big guy now. I have to yell, if they swing to a 3-point shooter there, I have to yell X or something. So then that player then goes to mine. Does that make sense? So that player then goes to mine. So you just make this X switch. That's the only problem that you'll see. But it's not like it's like, like we're giving it up. Like, I want to say that. It's just, it just makes you do that one extra thing, which is just required. We do it all the time. It's just what you have to do. You have to sink the box because we're trapping. You have to sink, and then you have to just worry about this on the backside. Yeah,
Anything else?
Last one.
makes sense. Huh?
No, it does.
Okay.
When the ball watching does happen, what factors go into that? Is it just a lack of effort out there, or is it?
I wouldn't say effort. I think it's I don't know. I don't know, man. To be honest, no comment. No comment on that one. Yeah. I don't know. I don't wanna
Thanks.
sabotage anyone.
Steve, is that beard? Is that comfortable to work out in? When it's that long?
I don't know. It's fine. I haven't done anything. I don't know. Have you seen something? Or?
No, it
Justice
doesn't,
League
doesn't
guy?
get uncomfortable when it's like gets all sweaty and long. And
Nah. It is kind of gross. Like you go like this, and it's like
Ew.
drips of sweat just goes there. It's real gross.
Are you a Justice League guy? Have you seen the Aquaman comps?
I've seen Aquaman.
What do you think about that?